All Assam Manipuri Youth Association warns agitation if Assam government failed to fulfill demand for Manipuri Autonomous Council. KANEL Park Students Association KSA demands immediate implementation of National Education Policy NEP 2020 in Manipur. Manipur reports 3 COVID-19 cases, 3 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. Daily COVID positivity rate stands at 1.44%. And India report 3,303 new COVID cases, over 2,000 recoveries and 39 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Prime Time, the English Bulletin, and I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM with you. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear your masks properly, and maintain a safe distance from one another. Please remember that the fight against the COVID-19 is not over yet. Now, the news in details. Demanding the Assam government for Manipuri Autonomous Council, All Assam Manipuri Youth Association AAMYA has warned of launching different forms of agitation if Assam government fail to fulfill the demand at the earliest. Speaking to media at AAMYA head office in Silchar, Assam, AAMYA Chief Advisor Khetrimayum Kundul recalled that Assam Chief Minister Hemanta Biswa Sharma has already given assurance on giving political autonomy and the interest of Manipuris residing in Assam. Kundul lamented that nothing has been done so far. He informed that discussion on Manipuri Autonomous Council will be held on the 22nd of May.
सरकार से ना सुम कोई पोस्ट लेजिटिमेट होए विभम थोय है इसने खंग अबनी ना पीनी हायर गा सुम अखोगी मतम लौसन बा अदगी नाथि नबो होना बा अदुम बा पोट खर खन पुई अदम मरम मरे को मणिपुर चीफ मिनिस्टर खर तक्सन मने अदगी मणिपुर द लेबो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन सिंग अदगी अते ते चिनो पुनम सु अखोय मतंग सिदा हनगी मतंग सिदी सपोर्ट तो बिरकबगी मतंग सु लेरा समदक सु कनमा प्रेशर तौर मणिपुर लेबलो कुनिंगा असम द लेरे मैते सिंग से कनमा जादे असम द लेरे मैते सिंगी राजनीति अखोगी मराय बक्से लेतब जादे हाय
KANEL Park Students Association KSA Publicity Secretary Toijam Rana Kumar demanded implementation of National Education Policy NEP 2020 in Manipur at the earliest. Speaking to media at KSA office in Khuyathong today, Rana Kumar expressed disappointment that Manipur is still following the education policy framed in 1986. He said it is high time to revolutionize education sector in the state. KSA demanded establishment of a university of teaching education and dedicated columns for education in local newspapers. KSA will hold a public discourse on NEP in May 2nd week.
Teacher Education University ama hangbiu haibase akoi mai naba education department gi akoi mai naba akoi education gi paibi riba minister sing education paibi akoi minister amadi chief minister gi police ninjari printing electronic media sing homda apang appeal tawjari nungti gi akoi phong riba pauchi asida sports gi kalam adagi di mapalam gi pau adagi di state gi pau entertainment pau haina lay maksida akoi gi education gi oiba kalam matang ju reserve tawbiu haina KSA gi site gi appeal tawjari.
International Peace and Social Advancement IPSHA condemns centre's decision to make Hindi a compulsory subject till class 10 in northeast states. IPSHA press note alleged the centre's decision as an attempt to uproot minority communities of northeast. Kaching MLA Rameshwar called for teaching state song Sanalaibak Manipur, Koloinangi Manipur to students in the state. He was speaking at his reception at Kaching Model High School in Kaching Sumak Laikai today. MLA Rameshwar assured of restoring Kaching Model High School once its faculty members and students are well versed with the state song. He also advised students not to get disheartened over not getting a chance to study at high-end schools. The MLA stressed that teachers should extend all possible support to ensure bright future of every student.
Akoi miyo kuding da ishona tauwa mamam pirai bathausi karino aiji karam bathabak tawbadana kaching da Manipur da prithvi mafam kuding da mayamna masak khangba mi ohengani ayona ishona pirai ba quality si karino mi kuding makta ishona atopa mi da pida ba gunnama yaure madugi gundu masak khangaga nahana hona ba matamda hawdinga leiroi aduga nangna tawriba subject da makok thongdrangai leiroi.
Irate members of Joint Action Committee formed in connection with the death of Loshembamd Rabi Chandra have allegedly torched down a Maruti car in Nongpok Sanjimbam and the Lamlai police station. The incident occurred at around 11 a.m. today. Owner of the car is Longjam Jakshant alias Sanjeet. He is also the owner of a fish farm in Nongrend Mamang Laikai Chingupa Khangba Laifamland. It may be mentioned that Loshembam Rabi Chandra was assaulted brutally by unidentified miscreants on April 23 late night. He succumbed to his injuries at RIMS Hospital on 26th of April. The Joint Action Committee team burned down Jackson's car over his alleged involvement in Rabi Chandra's death. Meanwhile, locals demand the arrest of all culprits involved in L. Ravi Chandra's death within 5 days. Irate locals took out a protest demonstration at Nongpok Sanjimbam Kulen Community Hall today. Manipur police team immediately rushed to contain the situation. It may be mentioned that L. Ravi Chandra from Nongpok Sanjimbam Kulen and the Lamlai police station in Imphal East district succumbed to physical injuries on April 26. Taking part in the protest, deceased Ravi Chandra's elder brother L. Amarjeet alleged one L. Jakshant, who owned a farm at Nongrend, of taking out his brother Ravi Chandra on 24th of April. He said Jakshant brought back Ravi Chandra the next day on April 25 with bruises all over his bodies. He was then rushed to RIMS Hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. Protesters demanded a thorough investigation of Jakshant, who is in police custody, and to punish the culprits involved with befitting punishment. Amarjeet warns of launching intense agitation along with members of civil society organizations if the culprits were not arrested within 5 days.
Numit mangani paubogi manungda langla langjin asi puthokpa ngamdragadi akoigi makhan makha kayagi khongjang jesina achum maigaida pubirakani haiba wafam asi thamjabaga loinana laibaki angam athau kuding mangna sugumlaba tamthina inaun pasibu phuduna laikannaba ngamdana harpigi damangta asumaran bichar du tawbiu haiduna media gi thongda noluna khwai kuding makki pungning singsinjari.
Women folk staged protest meet at Kaishampad Lairembi Community Hall today against the rising prices of petrol, diesel, cooking, gas and other essential commodities. All Manipur, Nupi Marup organized the protest demonstration. Speaking to Media Association General Secretary Eld Sumati Bala urged the government to curb the price, else warns of agitations. She highlighted the plights facing the citizens. Sumati Bala mentioned that rising price of fuels have led to increased fares of passenger vehicles and school transportation.
Cooking gas lairaga thongba ngamdabagi phibam da lae subsidy pumba loina kaktat khare aduna government na longning ba misam miam dagi makal makha kayagi taxing lauraga laire government sina aikoi phagera pungera aikoi tawdaba yaro aikoi government aikoi thomjan daba yaro maramdi lenga amagi mapi mapa haibase makhoina oiribani na aikoi miam misambu nunga hen ba haibase government gi mathong ba aduna maram oira kanda aikoi government tanana ba aikoi bu phabigera punbigera aikoi makal gi agitation aikoi tawrakani makha tana chathagi gani.
An e-commerce online portal, yumgipothok.com, was launched today. Associate Professor of Economics Department, Manipur University, Dr. Chinglin Maishnam, and editor of Impact News, Mr. Raj Nongthombam graced the event held at the conference hall of Hotel Imphal. Newly launched yumgipothok.com aims to promote local products. Speaking on the occasion, co-founder cum managing director of Right to Choice Sales Corporation Rameshwar Mayanglangbam said yumgipothok.com will make available various standardized local products including edibles and handicraft items. Lauding the initiative, Associate Professor Dr. Chinglin Maishnam and Impact News editor Raj Nongthombam gave tips and ideas for the success of the e-commerce portal.
Hi, Yungi Pothok Hariba brand si kaino hai tardi e-commerce mani Right to Choice Sales Corporation ki unit amoina masina khoi Manipur da anadagi lejariba indigenous products sing local producer na puthok sariba mayam sing se khoina common platform ama da puraga Manipuri customers sing da make sing na haidi moi gi original products sing phana bagi adumba khoi gi vision ne.
Under intense persuasion of the Jalliarong civil society organizations, both the groups of proscribed Jalliarong United Front (ZUF) have agreed to declare into one unified body on 27th of April. Respective leaders of the two ZUF groups, namely Pau Raitu Chawang and Pau Jantui Kame, signed the declaration statement. Ex-Minister Oinam Lukhoi today inaugurated newly constructed Yaibiren Sidabi Sanglen at Wangoi Lining Tho Sanamahi Haraubung. The shrine was inaugurated in view of the upcoming Lining Tho Sanamahi Harauba on the 4th of May. Construction of the shrine started during his tenure as Wangoi MLA. The ex-minister wished for peace and prosperity in the state. Priests and priestesses attended the event.
May tarik marida kogi lai harauba hogodabani sigi mangoinana haraubung sigi semgachariba ngasi laintho pai mage dugu leiriba yaibiren sidabi tongan ba ishona lengjan biru mafam ngasi khoi loinamak sangadana mapung phabanu nungaiba numilama oyasano Manipur praja miyamge amati wangoi kendagi praja miyam do thamjaningi ngasi haiba numit sidagi Manipur se ingna chingna shanti leina amaga nungsi chanana leiba dogumba lamdam ama haibado lingchin biriba short punamangna thaujan biba ngamba oisano.
Recent uprooting of an ancient mango tree has caused sadness among the locals, especially to devotees of ancient Meitei religion. The mango tree, aged around 500 years, believed to have been in existence since the reign of Maidingu, Lamkiamba and Nonginfaba at Lukreld Maning Laika in Imphal West District, was uprooted by the rainstorm in the wee hours of April 26. Courtiers, priests and priestesses of the Uttarakhand Royal Palace performed a ritual to nurture the ancient tree. Manipur Royal Palace courtiers said the mango tree was an indicator of drought and crop yields in a particular place based on the direction the tree bears its fruit.
Saurakna Maidingu Lamkiamba amadi Maidingu Nonginfaba sigi matamdagi horaklaba adugumba ujau ureni haidana adumaina thajanai hairiba ujau urelasi khoi kum kanga kanda magi hainau apikpa hainau makhalni si hek pali wa paliba adugumba maikai sidaida mahimaru chummi haidana thajanadana maduma dum satnadana maduma dum pakthoga lakhi adugumba ujau urel hainau pabini.
Manipur reported 3 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 207 samples tested in the past 24 hours. Delhi COVID positivity rate stands at 1.44%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 137,220. There is no COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours. That toll remained at 2,120 with 3 recoveries in the past 24 hours. Total recovered cases in the state remains at 135,080 and active cases are 17. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.44%. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Honda Car India Limited na India's strong hybrid electric vehicle New City HEV Lakliba Methada all over India ki oina launch torgani. Hariba gari si high tech performance, advanced safety technology, Honda sensing, smart watch integration, Google Assistance, Alexa, lithium iron battery 8 years and 1600,000 kilometers battery pack warranty. Gari si ki mileage na 26.5 kilometer per liter oiri. Premium amadi equipment features kaya mayawi. Pre-booking taubiba yaragani. Akupa marol kidama Shanghai Honda Showroom, Gari Airport Road, Imphal, Manipur amadi. Pisariba contact number 8657589079 da pau pauyo.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdok chare, Hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlam sing mafam asida phangbigani. Ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Tong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime, the English Bulletin. India added 3,303 fresh COVID-19 cases, 2,563 recoveries and 39 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of Union's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases are 16,980. Total recoveries are 4,25,28,126. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Death toll reaches at 5,23,693. Over 188 crore 40 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine have been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 51 crore 16 lakh 64,000 people. Over 62 lakh 54,000 people have died and recoveries are above 46 crore 54 lakh 42,000. United States of America has the highest active cases of above 12 lakh 82,000 in the world. All members and staff of Community Network of Empowerment (KANE) express condolence on the untimely and sudden demise of Akoijamd Chowshor Boynau, who was an executive member of the organization representing the CBO Way of True Thobald. He passed away on April 17th. KANE press release informed that Team KANE observed 2 minutes silence as a mark of respect to the departed soul and shared the grief of the bereft family. Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned that if any other countries intervenes in Moscow's military operation in Ukraine, Russia will launch a quick-fire military response. According to Ukrainian and Russian news organization reports, the southern Ukrainian city of Kherson, a series of explosions was heard late on Wednesday and temporarily knocked Russian channels off the air. Meanwhile, UN Secretary General Antonios Guterres arrived in Kyiv on Thursday. Ukraine Donetsk region's governor Pavlos Kyrylenko today said Russia is not allowing wounded Ukrainian fighters to be evacuated from the Azovstal steel work where they are holed up in the southern city of Mariupol. He claimed that Russia was also not allowing humanitarian corridors to be established to evacuate civilians in the region, but he said only 370,000 residents remained in Ukraine's controlled part of the Donetsk region compared to 1.67 million before Russia's invasion. Now, the news from the world of sports. As YDO Lilong and RCA Lilong beat their opponents in today's match of the 4th TDCA League Cup knocked out T20 cricket tournament under the aegis of Thoubal District Cricket Association. In a third league match played at Thoubal Moijing Playground, batting first SYD Olilong secured 173 runs in the given 20 overs with 7 wickets down. In reply, CAL the Masjid Road managed just 119 runs in 20 overs with 7 wickets down, losing the match by 54 runs. SYD Olilong's all-rounder Imran, who secured 44 runs and 7 wickets, was declared man of the match. While in the fourth league match, batting first, RCA Lilong made 117 runs in the given 20 overs with 8 wickets down. In reply, AKSDO Kangabok managed just 102 runs in 20 overs with all 10 wickets down. RCA Lilong's batsman Samir, who made 50 runs, was declared man of the match. 2 league matches of the tournament, participated by 5 teams, will be played on 2nd of May. '54th Asian Bodybuilding and Sports Championship will kicked off along with 13th World Bodybuilding and Physique Sports Championship in Maldives. Indian Bodybuilders Federation is selecting participants for Team India. Selection trials will be held in Himachal Pradesh on 21st of May and 22nd of May. Ahead of this, All Manipur Bodybuilders Association will hold selection trial of the players for gyms affiliated to the association in different weight categories, both male and female, for junior, senior and master groups on the 3rd of May at Old Manipur Bodybuilding Association's office in Kumalam Park Sports Complex. Further details will be available at the office. 5th Indian Premier League cricket match between Delhi Capitals and Kolkata Knight Riders is underway at Wakende Stadium in Mumbai. Last night, Gujarat Titans defeated Sunrisers Hyderabad by 5 wickets in the last ball trial at Wakende Stadium in Mumbai. Putting into bat, Sunrisers Hyderabad secured 195 runs for 6 in the stipulated 20 overs. In reply, Gujarat Titans achieved the target on the last ball of the match, with Rashid Khan hitting 2 consecutive sixes on the last 2 balls. India will host FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup from the 11th of October till 30th of October. The mega football event will be held at Kalinga Stadium of Bhubaneswar, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru Stadium in Goa and at the D.Y. Patel Stadium in Navi Mumbai. Altogether, 16 teams categorized into 4 groups will compete in grouped league matches. 35 Indian women footballers, including goalkeeper, defender, midfielders and forward players, have been shortlisted for the championship. Goalkeeper Kaishamt Melody Chanu, defender and team captain Hemam Silky, along with Yanglem Julia, and midfielder Laishram Regia, Ngasepam Pinku and Lishamt Babina, and forward players Serto Linda Komd, Eld Shila and Moirangthem Ambika of Manipur have been selected for the camp. Thomas Danierbai and Padma Shri Oinam Bambam will be head coach and assistant head coach for the Indian team. Kerala will play against Karnataka in the first semi-final of 75th National Football Championship for Santosh Trophy tonight at 8. The semi-final match will be played at the Panyard Stadium. Manipur will play against West Bengal in second semi-final tomorrow evening. The final match of the championship is scheduled on 2nd of May. Men's Hockey Asia Cup 2022 will start from May 23 till June 1st in Indonesia's Jakarta under the aegis of Asia Hockey Federation. Defending champion India, along with Pakistan, Japan and host nation Indonesia, will play under Pool A, while Malaysia, South Korea, Oman and Bangladesh are in Pool B. India will open its campaign against arch-rival Pakistan on 23rd of May. Winner of Men's Hockey Asia Cup will qualify for the FIH Hockey World Cup. It may be mentioned that South Korea has won the Men's Hockey Asia Cup champions title for 4 times, and India and Pakistan altogether clinched the champions title 3 times each. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. All Assam Manipuri Youth Association warns agitation if Assam government fails to fulfill demands for Manipuri Autonomous Council. Kanglei Park Students Association KSA demands immediate implementation of National Education Policy NEP 2020 in Manipur. Manipur reports 3 COVID-19 cases, 3 recoveries and no fatalities in 24 hours. Delhi COVID positivity rate stands at 1.44%. India reports 3,303 new COVID-19 cases, over 2,000 recoveries and 39 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.74%. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Prime Time, to Manipuri Bulletin, which will be presented by our anchor, Ms. Momoka Salam. In the meantime, for more news and information, please do not hesitate to follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and YouTube. Until then, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Lakliva session English ngani kunithoi gi Brilliant School gi Class 11 Science amadi Arts ki admission May gitang ani dage haujargani. Manipur da ahanbo in school asina Class 10 exam haidoktrimeda ming chanbiba mahiri singi damakta sukmitagi lupa lising nipan da ming chanbagi khudong chaba pisari. HSC exam mai pakhan bangam laba extra tuition amadi coaching gi mathau tadraba